I was captivated by Cyberpunk Edgerunners, so much that I had to buy Cyberpunk 2077. Now, after hearing all the reviews on how it was on launch, I was understandably a little skeptical. However, I saw it on Amazon for £16, and for that price, it felt like a good choice. But it was actually a great choice. So let me take you from the start and show you exactly why. So look at the physics on that bad boy, man, the jiggle. Look at the jiggle on that, man. After messing around with all the customization options, I thought I'd be straight in, ready to tear up Night City. And we did go for the Street Kid option, if you were wondering. We can't be a corpo after what they did to my boy David. However, what followed was perhaps the longest game intro I've ever seen in my life. Lots of sitting down, going from point A to point B, and to be honest, I just wanted to get into the game. However, yes, I know this stuff is important. It sets the scene and all that stuff, blah, 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 blah. But to be fair, it was kind of nice having the option of being able to choose how to reply in conversations. After witnessing my character wearing what could only be described as something burning my retinas, top of my list was the wardrobe attire, as I really wanted to build David 2.0. Yet, we still had plenty more sitting down and chatting to get through. But I feel this is just going to be building a great story and some character development. I mean, you can even ask extra questions and get to know every detail possible, which is pretty cool.
Just an Arasaka suit from across the water. Spews cash out of every hole in his body.
Just as we're about to get to the good stuff, I'm hit with a tutorial.
Down for some target practice in VR?
Now, having absolutely no idea how to play this game, I thought I'd best do them all. Aside from the combat and stealth, which was pretty fun, Dick Punch! Despite the sensitivity feeling like the slightest of touches will have me doing a 180, I actually think I became more confused when introduced to the hacking and deciphering of things. Like even now, after more hours, I'm still pretty confused on unlocking shards, and one locked on me, I have no idea how to unlock it, or even if I can anymore. It's quite strange, and some things are a little confusing that it doesn't really introduce you to. After going through every tutorial, I was pretty disappointed to find out there wasn't really a trophy for doing them all, so it did feel like a little bit of a waste. I thought I'd get something out of it. After almost an hour later, we're into the first real playable part of the game, and we've still got a way to go before the end of the intro, and more annoyingly, being able to get David's jacket. Now, this was pretty fun, although I felt a little forced into the stealth element of things, as it was a rescue mission. But, I mean, am I the only one that likes to run in guns blazing? It's always the most fun option, right? I also don't know if it's just me, but I was looking around everywhere for loot and collectibles and stuff, but I didn't realise I was picking up drinks and food, which is kind of funny. Whenever I play a game that allows me to pick up a lot of things, I just tend to pick everything up as much as possible, feeling like I'll have a use for them, and then just carry them around, realising I have no use for any of it. Anyway, we rescue Sandra, and I can't really show it on YouTube, because they like to be a bit wild in this game. I mean, there's even full-on physics on them and everything. It's really been thought about. After a little more driving around, sitting in cars, talking, and a little bit of shooting, finally I arrive at my apartment, and we get chance for a little free roam. Yo, nah, come on, man. This person here is bicep curling. 90 kilos on the bicep curl. With no struggle, man. No struggle. Just pumping out some reps with those arms. This looks sick, mate. This looks so cool. Bro, where did you come from? I didn't even mean to get into this, man. I'm just trying to explore and get around. Oh, he's got an AK. I want that. Give me that gun, bro. No, I want to use his gun. Oh, you're gonna get wrecked, mate. Realizing I couldn't actually explore that much yet, I had to go back to the main story, and man, did it start grabbing me by the balls. Now, there will be spoilers ahead, but I'm not that far in, so kind of spoilers for the early game. Anyway, everything that followed was a wild ride, from starting a seamlessly easy heist, more for me for not expecting something to go wrong, to being framed for killing Saburo Arasaka, Jackie putting the relic inside of himself, not in a sus way, just in his chip port thing, and then dealing with Jackie's death so early in the game had me shooketh. I mean, not only this, but the slimy fucker Dex then puts a bullet in our head, to which a whole 4 hours of playtime later, we finally see the intro screen. 4 hours for a fucking intro. We then experience the life of Johnny Silverhand, aka Keanu Reeves, and I can't lie, this guy's weapons were incredible. I was blowing heads off left and right, and the music had me feeling like I am the main character of John Wick 4. After some miracle of surviving a bullet to the brain, we actually realise our saviour is Saburo Arasaka's bodyguard, who kills Dex and saves us, not believing we killed Saburo. We then find out Johnny Silverhand's chip is the relic and it's slowly taking over our brain, and we're in a Fight Club type scenario. Honestly, it was just an hour-long roller coaster of emotions. Only after we are subjected to all of this can we then begin to free roam Night City and finally get David's jacket. This is all I wanted from the start. I just wanted to be an edgerunner. Now, I'm about 10 hours deep in the game, and I feel like I've barely begun to touch the surface of what this game is going to put me through. I've been taking on a lot of side jobs just to build some money, but honestly, I love it. These 10 hours have come from only 3 evenings of playtime, which means I'm heavily invested to say the least. Now, was it worth my £16? Absolutely. I feel like I got an absolute bargain, and even at £40, I'd say this game is worth it. I can see myself pouring hours of time into the game, doing main missions, exploring Night City, and taking on all the side tasks possible. The writing is fantastic so far, and although it took a little while to get into, I feel there'll be some great character development along the way. I really like the map design, and while in some areas it does feel a little too quiet, it still somehow feels immersive. I have encountered a few bugs, but honestly, after all the negativity that this game received, I think they've done an incredible job turning this around. There's just a great feeling driving around Night City while listening to that iconic song.